Hi, this is Girish and you are watching RIDE.WEEKENDS. Welcome to RIDE.WEEKENDS. So today we are in Nexa showroom to experience the all new Vitara, the electric vehicle. So this is a Nexa showroom, Kataria Nexa, which is in Kormangla.
So this is the key which you see the other car. So this is the basic key from Suzuki which comes with lock and unlock button. Let me unlock the car. So this is how it light up when you unlock the car and the sound. And if you come to the front profile, the Suzuki logo, the size is bigger in terms of size, and this comes with a finish of piano black color. And if you come to the headlight, this car comes with all LED setup, so all LED lights. So this is the DRL one, and this is the headlight projector setup, and this is the fog lamp which also comes with LED. And then we have front one, two, three, four. So we have four parking sensors in the front side, and that too with a camera. So this camera works as a front camera, and also this comes with a level 2 ADAS and 360 camera. So this works in always. And then if you see the grill, the body cattling with plastic finish in terms of cross cutting or for the easy repair and all, which you see in the models in the segment of all other cars in India. And then this is the grill. They say as a smart grill, which works shutter and open according to the driving style, which adapt to according to that. And that's pretty much in the front side. If you see the side profile, so firstly the design, as I said, it's more aggressive and futuristic design. So where it starts from all the way, and then it slope little in the back side. So this is our design, and it looks from the side. So firstly, the type. So across all variants, we have 255, 55, R18. So across all variants comes with R18. I mean 18-inch alloy wheels. So this is a kind of dual tone. So where it comes with a kind of piano black with the machine cut or diamond cut alloy wheel. So this is the cap and the alloy wheel, which is like a aero design, what you see in the other EV cars. And then the body cattling, which cover all around the car. So this comes with all four disc brakes across all variants, and that's a good thing for the better driving experience. So this comes with all four disc brakes. As I said, in the rear also you get the disc brakes since it comes with all four disc brakes. And that's pretty much on the side profile. This is a decent profile with aggressive design. And then if you see the back profile, first thing you see this bigger size of Suzuki logo, and then the badging of E Vitara, where E is mentioned kind of little blue color. So that's mentioned that it is an electric vehicle. And then as I said, so this comes with all LED setup. Let me zoom in. So this comes with all LED setup, where the 3-point matrix LED setup. And let me lock the car and unlock the car so that you can see the light up illumination. So this is the indicator, and this is how it light up when you lock and unlock. And then this is the reflector as usual. And as I said, in the front side, so even back side, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 parking sensors on the back side along with the reverse camera. I think it should be placed here. Yes, it is placed here. So this is for reverse camera and for the 360 cameras. So we have both front and rear 4 parking sensors along with the camera, and then side mounted camera for the 360 one. And then coming to the rear bumper, so the usual bumper what you see in across all models in India, it comes with body caddling of the plastic finish. The kind of bumper finish is good, kinds of cuts and crease, and along with this the light, kind of light or the ADAS sensor for the reverse assist one, a decent backside the down part, and looks like here it comes with the connected tail lamp. Let me confirm with them whether it comes with the connected tail lamp or not. And a decent amount size of rear wiper, and then which covers all the way for the cleaning for the rear view side. And then we have a side mounted kind of finish for the sportier look and for the aerodynamics one. And we have high mounted stop light, and along with that a shark fin antenna. And here we have Nexa badging one. And then coming to the passenger side profile. So firstly you observe the request sensor. The request sensor is placed on the passenger side as well along with the driver side, and that's a cool thing since it is a premium vehicle. The request sensor should be placed on both sides, and then the same light mounted to the side view mirror, and then a 360 camera placed here for 360 cameras. And then mainly the charging port. So once you press this, it will pop out. So this comes with AC and DC charging support, where AC supports up to 7.4 kilowatt and DC supports up to 80 kilowatt. And so there is a special cap for the DC charging where we use, since we are using occasionally. So they given a slot for the DC one, and they given a small information about use a specified charging cable along with the close the cover of the charging place. And this is pretty much on the exterior side. So that's on the passenger side. So now if you see the top side, the top profile where it comes with, there is no roof rails, and so usually you see in the market, so they'll give roof rails and that's not functional. So here they're skipping that, and there is a sort of finish here, the rubber finish with some sockets. I'll let you know for what and all. And then mainly if you see here, the moon roof or the glass roof which doesn't open. So this is not a sunroof. This is a glass roof. And if you see, usually in the cars you'll see there's some sort of oval shape here. So but this given from the edge to edge glass roof, and that's quite of premium treatment where you see that edge to edge. Obviously this doesn't open. So again that's sort of a premium finish. So this is how it looks on the exterior side, the glass roof. So that's pretty much on the exterior. So now we'll see the interior, how it looks. First we'll the car. Then first let me get into the. So firstly in the interior, the seats comes with fabric and leather finish. So where in the middle part comes with the fabric sort of finish, and then the side comes with the leather finish. And then here the stitching comes with a kind of a gray color, kind of whitish gray color, the single stitching. So with kind of a premium touch here, and even for the back rest it comes with this fabric and then the leather finish. And then we have a proper two headrest and kind of a middle headrest which is mounted to the center one, which doesn't yeah, even the middle one we can adjustable. So this comes with all three adjustable headrests. For the door side, firstly you'll see the lock and unlock, the usual what you get in the Suzuki, and this is the handle to open the door. And here the finishing on the door, the normal black finish, the matte black one, and then the special treatment what you see in this car. So even though it is the hard plastic one, so but the finishing was kind of premium, which looks like a which feels like a carbon fiber treatment here with a different design, so which looks premium, again decent. And here again there is a sort of a fabric in the armrest one, and along with the piano black finish on the functionality for the window up and down. So this comes with all up and down window control, and that's again the sort of premium one. So where you're spending around 20 lakhs, so this one all let's say like a man one, and they given here. And here the sort of finish for to hold the a door to close and open. So here is a handle, and there is a slot of bottle which is like around 500 ml easily can fit. And let me check if there is a 1 liter bottle can fit here or not. And there is a sort of space for the storage. I think we can't store anything, and there is only specific decent amount for the bottle storage. And there is an kind of cool design for the speaker grill, which looks premium and cool. And for the rear side, so where you can get the chain lock functionality here, lock and unlock. So this is on the rear side. So even there is a kind of first kind of soft finish for the closing doors. So let me get into the car. So see where I'm 5'11". Getting into the car is easy, not complex like others. So this feels like a the proper SUV one. So decent amount of leg room, uh, and then decent amount. I think more enough of knee room. Even I'm sitting all the way back on all the comfort way. I think there's the proper amount of knee room. And then when I'm sitting according to my uh, size, so I'm getting a decent amount of under thigh support where it is okay even for the long rides. I think there's a decent amount of under thigh support where I can sit comfortably for long rides, even on 350 kilometers or long trips and all. And then coming to the headroom, so there is no headroom, so there is only 2 fingers of gap. So where it is a little difficult when you go on a speed bump or the speed breaker on the potholes. I think you will be hitting to the roof. So where you are like 5'11", 6 feet of height, and that's kind of difficult. I think for shorter trips it's fine. So where I think you'll feel uncomfortable when you hit any speed bump or the pothole one, and that's for the headroom. So if you're traveling with a 4 people and if you want a center armrest in the right side, so this entire seat works as the center armrest. So there will be a lever here. So once you pull that, so it comes as a center armrest. So once the center armrest is down, so the this kind of hard plastic one comes here for the to avoid the gap and all. So which is again sort of premium finish, and there is a twin cup holder, and this comes with a leather finish on the softer side, so where it is easy to place hands of both sides, again sort of premium finish. And this is how it will sit back. So this is on the rear side. And then here we have our rear AC vents, yes, dual rear AC vents along with the leveler, so which is kind of a closer and open on the airflow. And we have twin charging ports. So this is kind of flip one. So once you flip, this is the type A and this is the type C. The floor is on the flatter side, so there is no hump. There is a little hump which is kind of 1 centimeter, so that I'm not considering, and I'm considering this as a flat bottom floor, which easily 3 people can sit with no problem of hump and also you can easily place your legs here while you're traveling with 3 people. I think even with height of 5'11", I think you can sit comfortably in the middle side even. And then even if you're sitting in a little headroom, so where you can sit for a shorter trips and longer trips as well, where you were even if I'm 5'11", so I can able to sit here until if there is any pothole or a speed bumps. I think I gonna hit on the top side. Unless that, I think it's a decent size if you're traveling for the shorter trips or even longer trips. And that's pretty much on the back side. So now we'll go to the boot space and see the what we're getting in the boot space. So on the back side, so where there is a button here to open, so there is a 3 points mentioned here, so that's where the button is there. So this is the 3 dots where they mention to open the tailgate, so no need to search for the where is the button to open the tailgate and all. And in the right side, so where you are getting a parcel tray, to divide the boot space, and the usual what you see in other cars, and with the rope which is hanging to the tailgate to open, so it will lift up to the topper side, and then a decent amount of boot space. I'll mention the liters, how many liters it is coming with, and there is a sort of storage here in the left side, and there is no space here. So here it comes with the subwoofer, and this speakers comes with Infinity. So here it comes with Infinity badging as well. So this is the 7.4 kilowatt AC charger which comes along with the car, and they placed here. So let me lift. Yeah. So this is how we lift, and if you push little backward, so it will hold on the top side, so that we can access the accessories which you get, the charger, the jack, or the rectangle one. And if you lift this also, which comes out, and there is a spare wheel which comes alloy wheel. So let me check the size. So this comes with 255, 55 or 18. Yes, so this comes a full size alloy wheel as the what you get with the car. So which is again unique in the segment, which they are giving a full size alloy wheel. So which doesn't comes with that puncture kit and all the accessories one. So they are giving a full size alloy wheel. And the one thing is it doesn't comes with the wheel cap cover, so where you need to remove from that, and we need to attach this, which is again the cool thing. And the finishing was cool, and the radial were placed inside the cabin itself, so not the hanging in the outside one under the body. So let me close this. Easy to open and close, and this is the pretty much about the back end, the black buffalo and say that boot space one. So let me place again in the car. So just place the charger here. So let me close the closing, the opening and closing. This hydraulic struts was a little on a softer side, so I feel that's a premium one, not the cheap ones. Again, soft finish. So now let me get into the car. So I'm having a request sensor here, driver's side. So 511, easy to get in, easy to get out. So let me close the car, and this is how the interior looks. So let me open the door to show. So here, so coming to the door side on the driver side. So here it comes with a dual tone, the brown and black, and here a kind of a dark gray treatment here for the sort of a premium finish. And this is the usual lock and unlock and the door open handle. And if you see the controls here, let me close the door. So in the driver side, firstly you'll get the left and right selector for the rear view mirrors, so to adjust. So this is the angles, and this is the open and close of side mirrors, and this is the lock unlock button, and this comes with all, as I said, one touch up and down controls for all windows. And this is the lock button for the rear up and down controls for the window. Apart from these controls, there is a space to hold or to grab the door, and there is a little fabric treatment here for resting the hand here. And then if you see, uh, there is a space for the water bottle, and which can easily fit 1 liter water bottle, and there is a decent amount of space to keep papers and little stuff here. And the speaker finish was kind of premium, which comes with the sleek design, which is again a premium sort of finish. Let me close the door. So firstly, you observe the flat bottom steering wheel with a kind of premium touch leatherette, even curvy flat at the top, which kind of unique in the segment where you see the normal only the flat bottom, not the top. So which is kind of premium, and this comes with a dual toe, dual stitching premium touch around the steering wheel, which is again a premium touch, and then a little not as bigger as the outside one, Suzuki logo in middle. And coming to the left side of a steering wheel, where you get controls. So we have voice command control button, and there is a dummy button, and this is to change the track. Previous one on the next one, there is a mute button, volume up and down, and there is info button, and there is a trip meter. And then when you And to the right side, so where you have two dummy buttons on the top side, and there is a cruise control and the lane keep assist and the favorite button and the speed up and down for the cruise control, and there is a the gap, there is a button to adjust the gap in front of vehicle while you are in a cruise control. So that's pretty much buttons on the steering wheel. If you go little upside, so where you can see the air vent, speaker, and a little hump for the system, and the normal hard plastic air, and the air vent again for the defogger. The same on the passenger side. So where it comes with a dual tone finish, the brown and black, hard finish, and this is on the softer side, the leather finish. So firstly, we observe this the massive display, which is a kind of dual displays, which is like 26 centimeters, and this comes with 25 centimeters. So it is the screens are placed little upper in the central the infotainment system, and the instrument cluster was placed little down, which is indulged in this black finish, where it is displaying only here. And if you see here, there is a blank space here, which is again the glass only, and again the infotainment system was placed here. So coming to the instrument cluster, what and all you are getting, so they have a specific dedicated icons for adaptive cruise control related. So let me cancel, turn off all everything. So here there is a cruise control button, adaptive cruise control button, and so here there is a adaptive cruise control button, and then there is a, if you see the vehicle in front of the points, so this is to adjust the gap in front of vehicle when you're in a cruise control on a highway, and there is a lane keep assist. Once you turn on the lane keep assist, you will get the lane keep assist on the instrument cluster, the icon. So both handle and the lane keep assist, the two bars in between the vehicle. And we have a specific seatbelt indicator, which comes with all, it shows all five since the passenger driver indication is not showing since belt is connected, so it is not displaying here. And this is for the indication of seat belt, and we have a range along with the battery percentage along with the range, and here they're showing the temperature, and here it's showing the odo kilometers, which is driven 27 kilometers, and the parking indication, and the ready, and the this driver seat belt and fasten. So let me put driver seat belt on the driver side, so let me see how it goes off. And then here it's showing the indications or the navigation or the any safety indications here on the left side. So and then here if you see the power and the charging indications here on this trip meter. So let me change where it changed. So if you click on the trip meter, so it will go to the trip A, trip B, and the odometer. And if you click on the info button, so it will change the left hand side where you can see the average consumption of the battery, and if you see the blank, and you see the navigation when the display is connected, and the mobile, the list of devices or the notifications, and the battery consumptions. So on the right side, so there is a favorite button. So once you set in the central console, so you can navigate to the specific the favorite button. So this pretty much on the instrument cluster. Now if you go to the infotainment system, so let me go to the home. So this is the home button, and we have a control for the AC here manually. Here the manual buttons, and which we can also control through the central infotainment system, so which is kind of safety again, so no need to depend upon only the infotainment system for the AC controls. We have manual AC controls here as well. So apart from AC, if you see, so this supports wireless Android Auto and CarPlay and media, so where you can connect phone, Bluetooth and off. And then coming to the vehicle related, so we have a battery information where at 8%, where the driving can go up to 40 kilometers range with average consumption of 2.7 kilowatt. And then history, you can see the history, battery consumption, trip A, trip E on overall, and TPMS. So it comes with the default TPMS. Let me power on the car. So let me power on. So this is how it will light up. So let me go to the TPMS. Once you start driving, okay. So once we start driving, so it will show the accurate tire pressure monitor system. And then if we come to the EV, so where it will show the regeneration boost, where you can customize the regeneration level, where it has low, medium, and high. And coming to the memory one, okay, so every time we should not change. So once you keep the hand high, when you keep the memory on, so it will by default it will keep the high, else it will change to the normal. And then the charging, so we have a timer charging, so where you can see, add, or customize according to the EV your requirements. And charging, we have 8 amps, 16 amps on the maximum. So battery rising temperature, cold weather, before peak charging, battery cooling, high temperature charging here. So and then the timer charging one. So and then coming to the phone, where you can see the options like die pad, speed dial, phone book, history, and all. And then coming to the settings, where we have ADAS. So in ADAS, dual sensor, brake support, lane departure prevention, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, electronic steering stability, and then adaptive cruise control, adaptive high beam. So these are the settings you can change. So this is a little video which to understand the feature of ADAS one. And where you have lane departure prevention, vibration warning, default swerving warning. And then if you come to the dual support brake, we have where the brake support little animation, and then the settings and the warning timing default, later and earlier, no. And then we have blind spot detection, where comes a little animation and the settings same according to that. And we'll cover more in the test drive. And that's pretty much on infotainment system. So let me go in detail. So there is no notification panel, something like that. Timer on the top left side, and the mute button on the top side, and the Wi-Fi symbol and the Bluetooth symbol. So let me go again into settings. So you already saw the settings here, screen, so central display and meter display. So let me go to the meter display, where you can change the layout. So this is the standard one, what you see here. So let me change to wide. So we have customization of that as well. So this looks kind of premium. So where the consumption on the left side, seat belt indicator in the middle, and the right side the speedometer and the basic controls. Let me change to the classic. So this is a classic one, where there is a big uh, high, so where it indicates more on the speedometer and the indications. On left side we have the consumption, right side we have the indications for the seat belt. So this is for the customization of the instrument cluster. Customization linked to trip A, yes, reset power consumption when we start the car, and the brightness. And then coming to the center display, where you have 2:1. So let me change to 3 screens. So we have customization on the home sphere for the 3 widgets, and 2:1. So where more on the second screen, and more lesser on the first screen. So let me go to back. So media controls, sound, which you adjustable, balance, fader, and the bass we can adjust manually. The radio. And then coming to the network, we have Wi-Fi connection for the software updates or in etc, etc. And then coming to the system, we have driver restrictions unit, so whether it should show in degrees or kilometers or miles, this is a global unit which is selling in a global as well. So clock, where you can adjust 24 format, or order, date, month, year. Let me change to, okay, we have month, day, and year, date. And then time settings. So we have auto time zone, display clock on screen, wallpaper. So we have date, clock, change wallpaper. I think only when it is the car is off. And video, voice recognition, wake sound, a reset, and then the volume. Yeah, we can set manual volume specific to that. Again, this is the cooler one. So beep, the guidance sounds, the phone volume. the ringtone volume, voice recognition, volume, reduce media, and all this we can set manually. And then the security lock, I'll tell you when you are in a test drive video. We can see more on the test drive video. So this pretty much on the infotainment system controls. So this is 1:1. So we're more focused on the AC and lesser screen on the audio, the phone connection. So let me change to 3 screens. So let me see how it looks. So easy to navigate, not complex one. So let me go to home page. So this is how it goes. So the mobile and then the connection phone and then the AC controls. So that's pretty much on the infotainment system. So it will come little down. So where you have a central AC vents and then the one on the passenger side. So decent size, which is again on the driver side as well, which is manually adjustable up, close and open, and which go all the way from passenger to driver side. And we have a piano black finish of hazard leg of the parking brake button. So once you power on, so it will show here. So this is the volume down and volume up and the mute button. So which we have a knob for that, and we have dedicated manual AC buttons, which is to up and which is to down. So we have total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 speed of fan controls for AC. So now it is off. Yeah, and then there is AC button and the air circulation outside and the inside one, and front defogger and the rear defogger and the climate degrees. So where you can set the temperature. So even that we have a manual physical button, and that's pretty much about the AC controls. And there we have a, if you see a little downside, so here we have a wireless charging pad, so which is kind of grippy one, so where the mobile doesn't move while you're driving, and this comes with a wireless charging slot. And if you see a little front, so there is a twin cup holders, a decent amount of size. I think you can fit easy of liter of liter water bottle. And then coming to the central console or the gear selector. So this finished with a piano black. So we need to be little careful to avoid scratches and all. So you need to maintain a temper glass, something like this. And if you see, this is the parking brake button, and this is the neutral. Once you press, this is neutral, and once you slide right side, press and right side. So this is the driving, and push neutral, and then push on left side. So this comes the reverse gear. So this is how the 360 camera activates. So again push, so this comes to neutral, and this is the parking button. So once you click on P, it comes the parking button. So this comes with electronic parking brake. So once you press this, so this de-engage the parking button. So once you slide up, so this engage the parking button. And this comes with auto hold, and which is useful, and obviously this is the premium, so this should comes with auto hold. And again, this, I said that it finished with the piano black, so to avoid scratches need to maintain some temper plus. So here we have a single pedal one, where it will be using if you're on a highway, so no need to press or every time press when you slow down. Once you lift up your feet on the accelerator, so it will slow down. And we have a proper button for the snow. This is one drive mode we have on the terrain, and we have a drive modes here. So total we have 3. So this is, now it is in sport mode, which you can see next to the parking brake, the parking indicator one. Sport, eco, normal, sport, eco, normal. So total we have 3: normal, eco and sport. So that's the physical button for the drive, and there is a dummy button here. And that's pretty much about the console, center console or the gate selector. And then there is a massive size of center armrest, which doesn't slide obviously, and there is a decent amount or the angle, which is on the softer side, again the leather finish. So if you open, so this comes with the cooling cabinet, yes or no? I guess I'll mention here whether it is cooling cabinet or not. There is a decent amount of 2 level of ad- uh, deeper
one is here, one is here. You can easily store the liter water bottle height here, and there is a small amount to place any valuable items, and there is a small amount here to have to place the keys here as well, and which is a space to open the proper space to open the center armrest. So and then coming to the passenger side, same dual tone finish, the brown and black, and the same treatment here for the premium finish, the carbon fiber as I said, and the fabric here. And then coming to the glow box, so there is a soft open instead of the harder one, which is again a sort of premium finish, and a decent amount of glow box where it comes with the basic first aid kit and a few documents, and a decent amount where you can store papers or the valuable items, and kind of proper tuck finish. Yes. And then coming to the center, so this comes with auto dimming rear view mirror along with SOS button, and we have light setup here. So we have multiple light options controls. So this is to turn off, turn on, and this is to turn on all the lights. So this is when the door opens, the light should illuminate, and this is the option to on and off, and this is the button to the right side for the passenger side, and there is SOS button. So as I said, so there is no sunroof, so there is no controls. Again, which I said, the massive edge to edge glass roof, which is kind of premium finish, but where the thing is you need to close and open manually since it is not a sunroof, so it doesn't open electronically, so we need to open manually. So there is no proper button for opening and close of shade, so which is like a manual one. And there is a system behind the rear view mirror. So this system is for the ADAS one, so very used for lane keep assist or adaptive cruise control. So this is the proper system. This is for the camera sensor, and this is the sensor, and this comes with auto rain wiping sensors and everything. So let me turn off the wipe. So there is the controls. So there is a 12-way adjustment for the driver side. So this is for the back, this is for the front, and this is for the up for the under thigh support, and for the down and up side, this is for the under thigh support, and and uniquely what you find in this car, right? So if you see, there is a lumbar support as well. So this is the controls for that. So once you press here, you can see that it's going inside. This is all the way back, this is all the way the front, and which I find unique in this car, this is the one thing, so where this specific part which goes back and adjustments. So that's pretty much about the interior. We'll go to the bonnet. So if we're going to bonnet to open here, so there is a button for the 360 camera. So once you press here, the 360 camera opens up. So this is how the 360 camera, the transparency mode looks like. So let me close the door to see that. So let me click again. This is the transparency mode. So this is the 360 mode. So where one thing I didn't observe, like this is the normal 360 camera what you get in other cars like Baleno or the Grand Vitara, the similar system. So I think they could have been upgraded or some other when it comes to the premium segment or the EV cars where you can occupy the full system here instead of giving only this kind of circular treatment here. So that could have been better. So this is the normal 360 camera which you get in other cars as well. So we have a total of two views which you can adjust manually. This is the one, and this is the one, and we have settings for the 360 camera as well. Guided display on, so We can have the adaptive one. So this is the 360 one, and we can't adjust manually. Let me go to the settings. So where we have this adaptive, when you turn the steering wheel, so it should go on the front view default. Okay, and then the rear view default options, opening display. Okay, and then so let me see if there is any guided lines for the rear view one. So let me turn off the 360 camera. So let me push to the neutral and let me put to the rear. So I put on a reverse gear. So let me check whether there is an adaptive guidelines for the reverse one. So there is adaptive guidelines for the reverse one. So you can see the green line which is moving. So that's the adaptive one. And we have a distance indicator here. And we can adjust the view as well. So where you can see the sides and the back, and the 360 camera, and we have three controls for the reverse camera, so which is again unique. What you get usually when you are in reverse gear, you can't change the settings, but here you can see the rear view mirror in different options. So let me put in a parking brake and let me turn off. So now we'll go to the bonnet. So let me open the bonnet here, and if you see the control, so there is a accelerator, and there is a brake, and there is a proper dead pedal here. So let me open here. So this is how it opens when you open. Let me see if there is any easy to open. So easy, just a small knob. So this is the knob where you just slide left to open, and where I can lift easily. Not easily, actually, it's little heavier. So the bonnet is little on the heavier side. So let me put this. Yep. So just put the stand for that. So this comes with insulation, even though it is an EV vehicle. So this comes with insulation, which is again a good one. So this is how it looks inside the bonnet. So where they mention orange finishing one with the high voltage wires and all, and the battery. And then what usually you used to check out, this is the wind washer fluid and the coolant oil and the few oil segments here, and a little exposed wires for the headlights related connectors here, which is kind of finished within a kind of hard plastic one. And there is a proper handle or the lever given if the charging compartment was closed or stuck, so we can open manually here. So it's in the bonnet. So this is the Vitara one. So what are the color options we have? So we have the Nexa blue and the black, gray, the green, red, silver, and white. So these are the color options we have in Vitara. So we are done with background and overview of Suzuki Vitara. So now coming to technical information, what are the variants we have, what are the pricing, what are the features we are offering uniquely in this segment, and whether it's value for money or not. So firstly, coming to the variants. So we have total of three variants: Delta, Zeta, and Alpha. Which is the Delta is the basic one, Zeta is the mid version, and Alpha is the top end variant, which we saw the overview. And coming to the Delta, Zeta, Alpha. So the pricing and all. So firstly coming to Delta, the base variant starts with 18 lakh 29,743 rupees, where the Zeta starts from 19 lakh 97,579 rupees, and the Alpha starts from 22 lakh 54,133 rupees, and Alpha dual tone. So where I mentioned the extra variant comes in the pricing segment for the dual tone, where the top finish with the black one. Even the dual tone, it comes on the RC card as well, as they mentioned.
So where the dual tone comes at 22,78,754 rupees. So if you see the differences between all three variants, so firstly, Delta and Zeta doesn't comes with ADAS. So where the top end variant Alpha and Alpha dual tone comes with the ADAS level 2. That's the main point. So where our requirement is to get the ADAS and around in and around 20 lakhs. So we're around 22 lakhs. So we are getting the top end variant with ADAS level 2. And then coming to the battery and charging information, where Delta comes with 49 kilowatt of battery capacity, and the Zeta and Alpha comes with 61 kilowatt of battery, and it supports all three supports both AC and DC charging, where AC charging supports up to 7.4 kilowatt, where the wall mounted what you get along with the car, it's wall mounted home charging 7.4 kilowatt charger, and the portable it comes with a 3.3 kilowatt charger which comes along with the car, the portable one, where the AC charging supports up to 7.4 kilowatt, where from 10 to 100% it will take 6.5 hours, the Delta one. When it comes to Zeta and Alpha, where it will take around 9 hours for the 10 to 100%. And then when it comes to AC DC charging, where it will take from 10% to 80%, around 45 minutes. So if you want to full charge, where it will take from 50 to 1 hour, 1 hour 10 minutes. Across all variants, it's a two-wheel drive and it's a front-wheel drive, so there is no all-wheel drive option. And when it comes to the driving, all four comes with the disc brakes, as I mentioned here. All comes with 18-inch alloy wheel. Even the spare wheel comes with the 18-inch alloy wheel. And then coming to the range, the main. So where the 61 kilowatt of top end Zeta and Alpha, the mid version on the top end version, where they are claiming around 543 kilometers. I'll mention the real world in the test drive, how much the user according to the user feedback. And when it comes to the starting one, the Delta variant, which they claimed around 440 kilometers with a 49 kilowatt of battery. So coming to the real world range, what you're getting when compared to the company claim on the user feedback. So for the user feedback, so for the Delta variant, which is like 49 kilowatt battery, so we are getting around 350 to 380 kilometers. Where coming to the Zeta and Alpha, which comes at 61 kilowatt battery, where it is around 450 to 480. So usually, even if we compare with the market, so we are getting around 80 to 100 kilometers less than what they are claiming. So because it in real conditions the road is different, the regeneration, the braking is different. So again, it depends upon the driving style. And then even in Suzuki, they're mentioning specific to the EV vehicles. So they are the giving buyback facility one. So where it is 3 years and 4 years packages. So where it is 3 years or 45,000 kilometers. So they are giving around 60% in the showroom price. And then when it comes to 4 years or the 60,000 kilometers, so where they are giving around 50% buyback value on the showroom price. So if you want opt this buyback value or the buyback package, so initially while you are taking delivery, you need to take this as an add-on to the insurance one. So where you need to ask like an add-on buyback value. So where it will cost an extra 1.3 percentage for the 3 years package, or the 2% additional value on the 4 years package. So these are the details about the buyback value, the package one. And then coming to the maintenance, so firstly, if you see the interval, so it is like a 10,000 kilometers or an year. So that's the maintenance interval for the Suzuki Vitara. So since it is an EV vehicle, so first three services mostly there will be no major expenses apart from the washing or the extra uh, little top ups on the coolant oil or the braking one. So on the cleaning and all, so where it costs around 250 to 350 rupees. And then when it comes to displays where you change around 50,000 kilometers or 60,000 kilometers, depends upon the driving, where it costs around the disc brakes, where it dispatch, where it change around 10,000 for the set. So that's the charges on the maintenance. And when it comes to free charging, so they are mentioning that 1 year or 1,000 units, which comes earlier, so you can charge across all Nexa showrooms for the free charge. So that's the related insurance and the charging information on the EV car. So what are the ADAS features you're getting in this vehicle? So I'm talking about the Alpha Win, which you're seeing in this video, which comes with
automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, lane departure prevention, lane departure warning, vehicle save warning, adaptive cruise control, adaptive high beam system, blind spot monitoring system with lane change alert, rear cross traffic alert, traffic collision warning, 7 airbags across all variants. So across all variants, we are getting 7 airbags as standard. And then ISOFIX tail is in the rear side and active cornering control, 360 camera, emergency stop signal, and rear parking sensors, tire pressure monitoring system, and then a few etc. emergency call with SOS button, which is in the place of the sunroof controls. So that's all on the Suzuki Vitara electric vehicle overview and walk around. So now we'll go for the test drive. We'll see more information about the driving experience and the features, how it works in the real time in terms of ADAS levels or the comfort and all. So this pretty much overview of an all new Suzuki Vitara electric SUV.